Good morning, all of you. In class 12th accountancy, today we are going to start a new topic, that is death of a partner. This year, the CBSE reduced some part from this topic, like executor's account, settlement of loan, and many things they have reduced. But the basic conceptual clarity we should have. So today I am going to explain you that basic terms by guides, and I'm sure you all will be easy to get. See, the death of a partner. The accounting treatment in the event of a death of partner is similar to that in case of retirement of a partner. I told you when we were doing journal entries of goodwill, treatment of goodwill, revaluation, partners capital, then that time also I told you that retirement and death is same. Treatment of many things are same, but the basic difference will be in two situations. That the retirement of a partner may be planned to be effective from a particular date. That is, the death of a partner may occur any time during the year. Okay? See, from this school, I have fixed date of retirement, same as in the partnership. The partners decides in the beginning of the year that they will decide at the end of the year or that on particular date. But this one decides. No one explain the date of death. So it may occur anytime. And the amount payable to the retiring partner is transferred to his loan account, while on the death, the amount due to the deceased partner is transferred to his executor. Executor means nominee, okay, which already decided by the partners who will be my nominee. This is the main difference I can tell you. When a partner retires, some part we make in cash or bank, some in part in loan, okay, and that amount is transferred to his loan account. Why? At the death of the time of death of partner, we cannot transfer the amount to dead partner's loan account. See, because the amount will be transferred not to that partner, to his executor. Now the firm is liable to pay the amount to the executor, nominee, or pre-decided persons. Now, how we will decide a certain the deceased partner's share of profit and loss up to the date of death? That is the numerical part. But in theory part, maybe there will be the question, what is the difference? If you are saying that accounting treatment is same, then what is the difference? Two differences are there. That retirement is planned. Okay, particular date is already decided, but the date of death is not decided. Same as amount payable to retiring partner is transferred to his loan account, while amount due deceased partner, whatever the amount due, will be transferred to his executor. Now the next. Harshvardhan, don't do better. Harshvardhan, don't spoil the slide, please. Ascertain of deceased partner's share of profit and loss up to the date of death. Where the death occurs on the last date of the financial year, determination of profit or loss of the firm is not a problem because you will calculate the profit of the whole year. But as I just now I told you the date we can't decide. So where the death takes place during the course of an accounting year, the actual profit obtained or loss incurred from the last balance sheet or to the date of death is ascertained. Generally, it is ascertained on the basis of last year's profit, on the basis of average profit, maybe number of years. Such derived amount is only an estimate. The general entry. See, this is numerical part. I will explain you on the board. Okay, how to calculate profit and loss suspense account in case of profit. Now you have to note down the general. In case of profit, the journal entry will be profit and loss suspense account debit to deceased partner's capital account. Being deceased partner's share of profit up to the date of death. In this case, profit and loss suspense account will show debit balance. At the end of the year, it will be closed by transferring it to P&L account. Until the date it will appear on the asset side of the balance sheet. This question may come in 4 options or in the fill in the blank. Which side of the balance sheet that account will appear? You can underline that is asset side, and P&L suspense account is open because the death occurs in between the year. Then deceased partner's capital account debit to P&L suspense account if in case of loss. See, if the partners will share the profits, they are also liable. They are also bear the losses of the firm up to the date of death. Okay. In this case, profit and loss account will show credit balance, and at the end of the year, it will be closed by transfer into P&L account. Until the date, it will appear on the liability side of the balance sheet. Okay. See, if there is profit, the deceased partner will get the share of profit through P&L suspense account, and that P&L suspense account has debit balance. Debit balance, that's why it is shown on the asset side. Now come to the loss. Yes. Come to the loss, then the entry will be reversed. And in that case, there will be credit balance, and this credit balance will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. I will show you. I will explain you numericals and how to calculate profit and loss suspense. Now see, this is also an important part. Calculation of interest on deceased partner's capital. Yes, my teacher. Tell me how to calculate interest on deceased partner's capital. Simple. Only the duration of the partner of the time period when he is in the firm or the lifetime. Okay. See, if the balance of deceased partner's capital account as on 1st January 2013 is 50,000. He dies on 31st March. Interest allowed at the rate of 10%. Now, my dear children, look. Here from 1st January till 31st March, the partner is in the firm. So we calculate interest for 3 months. 50,000 into 10% into 3 months. Why 3 months? 1st January to 31st March. January, February, March. There will be 3 months. So, I am giving you one formula. How to calculate IOC? IOC. IOC means interest on capital is equal to capital into rate upon 100 into 1/12. If there is days, then days upon 365 or 366. See, in your class 7th or 8th, you learn to calculate interest by the same way. The formula is amount, principal into rate into time. Same here. Interest on capital is equals to capital into rate into months upon 12. As rate is in percentage, that's why we put 100, and that is months. If the question given in days, you can put days upon 365. Okay, so in this question, 50,000, 10%, and 3 months. We cannot give him the profit of the full year. We cannot give him the interest of the full year. Why? Because the life duration of this partner is in this form is only 3 months. Okay, so interest on capital account debit to deceased partner's capital account. Now, how to calculate amount due to the deceased partner? This is the point which we have to discuss. Settlement of amount due to deceased partner. When the amount due to the deceased partner is transferred to his executor's loan, you cannot transfer this amount to capital or the partner's loan account because partner died, he passed. So there will be the amount transferred to his executor, his nominee. So when the amount due is transferred to loan account, then the entry will be deceased partners capital account debit, deceased partners executors loan account. Amount due to deceased partner is transferred to his executor's loan account. And when the balance appearing in the executor's loan account is paid off, because that amount the firm will pay, otherwise they have to give interest. So timely the firm is always trying to pay off the loans. So when the balance appearing in the executor's loan account is paid off, then deceased partners executors loan account to cash bank, generally to bank, because that will be more reliable. So being deceased partners executors loan paid off. Up to here you have in your course. Joint life policy generally it is not in course. Now that I explain you at the time of retirement also. Death of a partner. Accounting treatment in the event of death of a partner is similar. Only there is two basic difference, that the date of retirement is pre-decided or planned, but the date of death is not pre-planned, that is not pre-decided. And second basic difference is amount payable to the retiring partner may be transferred to his loan account if not paid through cash, but deceased partner's amount will be transferred to his executor account or the nominee's account or the account which is previous. Now how to decide the share of profit and loss, I will explain you through numericals. There are two bases. One is time basis, another is sales basis. I will explain you through numericals. Now you can note down these general entries. because the partners died any time in the middle of the year or during the year, so P&L suspense account is opened by the firm. Okay. Now, in case of profit, P&L suspense account will show debit balance. Okay, and it will show on the assets. But in case of loss, the P&L suspense account will be credited and it will be shown on the liability side. Now, how to calculate interest on capital? The interest on capital will be calculated only for that time duration for the partner or the lifetime of the deceased partner during the current year. Otherwise, if the partner died at the end of the year, there will be no problem. But if that during the year, mid of the year, see, he dies on 31st March, then January, February, March, there will be 3 months to calculate interest. And if the question is telling you about the days, then you have to check the formula. Capital, but days around 360. Okay, and the entry will be IOC account debit to deceased partner's capital. Now the settlement of amount due to the deceased partner. See, when the amount purely transferred to his executor's loan account, then the entry will be deceased partner's capital account debit to deceased partner's executor loan account. And when the firm will pay, then the firm will pay to the executor. Okay, so I'm sure you all must understood today's topic. In that case, okay, I am explaining you this one. Say if the deceased partner's capital account debit to deceased partner's executor loan account. Why executor? Because deceased partner is not existing now, so the amount due to him will be transferred to his loan account, and then afterwards the firm will pay cash or bank. Okay, so here the question will end. Now in this year, you don't have that executor's loan account, settlement of loan account. So it's easy for us. I'll explain you the calculation part. Okay. So today I explain you all the concepts related to the death of a partner, means the difference between retirement and death, then calculation of interest on capital, then transfer to P&L suspense account. Okay, so by this way, okay, you maybe tomorrow I'll explain you through numericals.